despite all the controversies and the stock market rout, the investors have demonstrated their faith in the Adani Group. Retail investors hiked stake in all 9 listed Adani Group companies, and during quarter ended March this year, Adani Group added 22.89 lakh investors during this quarter. Remember, after the Adani Hindenburg report, the group's shares had plummeted, but then the investors flocked to the company to snap up shares at lower prices. Well, this is a big development, the piece of information that we're getting you at this point in time about the Adani enterprise, which did go through a major stock rout and has been spoken about at the political circuit. But despite all the controversies and the stock market rout, investors have demonstrated their faith in the Adani Group. Investors hiked stake in all the 9 listed Adani Group companies during the quarter ended March this year. Adani Group added 22.89 lakh investors during this quarter. I'm also joined by a trade analyst, Avinash Gorakshakar. Mr. Avinash, how do you look at the kind of development that has taken place that we were reporting a short while ago, that despite all odds, the Adani Group seems to have retained the faith of their investors, as throughout the stock rout and this entire issue that Adani was facing so far, they have managed to retain the investors and the high stakes in all the 9 listed Adani Group companies. And during the last quarter, they've managed to add 22.89 lakh investors during this quarter.
I think good morning. See, first of all, you must understand that most of the investors who have invested in the Adani Group companies are all, new investors, not the existing investors who have actually made a huge loss on their investments in Adani Group shares earlier. Moreover, what is important to note is that the Hindenburg report did come, but now, considering the fact that valuations have become attractive, the businesses are pretty strong, all of them are pretty cash-generating kind of businesses, I think most of the retail investors have taken advantage of the lower price levels, and this is very much evident from the increase in the retail shareholding. But definitely, I think the stocks would continue to remain volatile, and I think in the near term, we could not expect a very high kind of a risk-reward, but yes, over the next, say, 6 to 12 months post the general elections, I think you could further see a significant upside, to the Adani Group stocks, because clearly what has happened is that this group has now is now consolidating its position in the market. I think they are trying to ensure that all businesses which are cash generating are focusing on their existing business, and their expansion plans have been put on hold. But nevertheless, valuations continue to be attractive, and that's the key reason we've seen a lot of retail investor buying coming in. And I think that is the key reason for the percentage of retail shareholding, going up quite significantly in the last couple of months.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gorakshkar, for getting us all those details and breaking it down for our viewers here on the Adani Enterprises stocks and how they have managed to retain their investors.